You just got out of rehab. Congratulations. You look like a new man, Jesse.
Thank you.
You guys look like...
This is what they give you when you graduate from
no
rehab.
shit.
Yeah. So we walk.
You look like a rich person from the Great Depression.
Thank you. That's what I was going for.
Or someone who killed a rich person and took their clothes.
and then shrunk a little bit.
You look good.
Thank
All right,
you.
now you got to put your headphones on.
Bit complete.
Okay, so this podcast is so cool because Veronica and Jesse, 32 days ago, went into rehab.
Yep.
And I haven't spoken to them since. Now they're back, and we get to ask... I'm dying to know. How'd it go? And you sure you can talk into that mic, Veronica?
Yeah.
No. You got to put it close like this.
Oh.
How was rehab, especially for the accents? Did you work on your Texas accent and your Minnesota accent?
Oh, no.
Yeah, a little bit.
I was pretty drunk when that happened.
Yeah. I didn't remember that till you just brought it up.
You guys can't do accents sober? Are you sober? That's the big question everyone wants to know. Are you drunk right now?
No.
Are you lying?
No, we're not.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's
But you don't know how to do a Texas accent anymore.
man, I can do a Texas accent any goddamn day.
I don't believe you.
I'm doing it right now. I'm not doing it.
Can you do your Wisconsin Belle accent?
Fuck.
That's good.
Nah,
How was the first day
I
of
don't know.
rehab?
Oh, it was okay.
Yeah, you still got it. You
There you
still
go.
got it. But seriously? Well, I'm never serious. How did it start? How did it work out?
So Veronica could definitely tell you the intake story better than I could because when we were discharged, I saw my intake photo and I was looking fucking sassy. So I must have been a nightmare for these poor people when we went in. I don't remember any.
Just for them? Do you remember puking all over my fucking bathroom?
No, I don't.
Oh, gosh.
I'm so sorry.
I didn't know that. I would have cleaned it. I'm sorry.
It was no big deal. I cleaned it.
Thank you.
Well, my maid cleaned it.
Thank them.
But she didn't come for 3 days. So you don't remember?
I apologize.
I'm going to talk about after we did the podcast. I'm going to talk about used guys in my house, and
I'm sure that was a great time.
we'll get to. It wasn't a great time. It's what you do.
Yeah.
Something like the basketball diaries. I don't know.
It's I have little glimpses of that, and that honestly kind of kept me going through the rehab. I was like, let's change some things because yeah, we were a hot mess. The last thing I remember,
That puke was a hot mess. That's what that was.
In
I
what
can
ways
only
did
imagine.
I embarrass myself?
You didn't.
yeah, Veronica.
Really?
No, it was this guy.
Okay.
He's like, Veronica, can you go to rehab? Can you get this guy to rehab?
I was like, I'm trying.
No, you're like, oh, I'm trying.
Oh, no. Oh, I tried.
You succeeded. Thank you.
No, it's so good to see you guys, especially that day when you're going. We were so worried about you. I just really wanted to see you guys go because when I went to rehab, it just helped me with my perspective on life.
Yeah.
And you guys are so cool, and you were in a rough spot.
Oh, we were going to die. That's why it was
Yeah,
like,
that
well,
was
we
pretty-
kind of want to be old, so let's fucking figure this shit
Well,
out.
you don't want to be old, but if you're not old. You're in your 30s or something.
I want the chance to get old. Man. I want to be a sassy ass old lady. That's what
It's
I want.
nice to see your life in a sober perspective.
Yeah, it was really. I've never done any like go into rehab. Like I've detoxed a bunch of times where you just go in the ER and they give you pills so you don't have a seizure and die. But I've never like seen a therapist. I've never gone to any meetings. I thought they were total fucking bullshit. I was like, oh, these pathetic motherfuckers sitting around in a circle talking about their problems. I was really close-minded about all of it, and I'm glad that. I mean, there was pushback from me when we got in for sure. I did not want to just accept or embrace it fully, but once I did, I got so much out of it. Like talking with the therapists, especially, like because I have really gnarly OCD, and a lot of people might not realize it because I hide the rituals pretty well, but like, man, that shit, the intrusive thoughts and the way that I deal with them, the unhealthy ways that I've dealt with them, contributes hugely to my escapism and drinking and shit. So to be able to talk with someone finally and like suss out why I'm doing all this shit and like get to the root of it, man, shit was so fucking helpful. I feel like I can fucking breathe again.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah, it was really cool.
We got hypnotized.
You got
That was cool.
hypnotized?
Where it's called EMDR therapy. They do this.
Oh, yeah, I did
Their
that.
fingers were, back and forth.
I was like,
That
quit it,
shit's
quit it,
Super
quit it.
weird. It didn't work for you. Quit it.
I did whatever they told me, because why not?
Yeah, you got to try everything.
You're with the experts.
That's what you told us to do, and that's one of the only reasons that I actually went with it. Because
Oh, yay!
I'm so
Oh, yeah!
I'm so cynical by nature. I'm just like, this is.
We're
this
punk
is fucking-
rockers.
Yeah, I guess. Like, I mean, if you're like putting everything in life under a microscope for however many years trying to write songs about it, of course you notice all the little fucked up bits of life and the society that we exist within. But once I kind of let the cynicism melt away and remembered you telling me, just fucking embrace it,
Just
listen,
absorb it.
fucking take
You're
it in.
there.
I stopped being such an asshole, and it was nice.
Well, we sing about all kinds of, our songs are about how defective we are. And that's what you do in punk rock. But we don't really sing about answers.
Fixing it.
But it's so true. And that's what's wonderful about punk rock. It's our church. We have friends. And COVID, it hurt everyone because we were so isolated.
Why have I never thought about it like that? I never framed my life in any healthy way, I guess. Because, we go to shows and shit. You're seeing people there.
It's our congregation.
Yeah. For some reason, though, I was like, well, this is different, though. This isn't, what I do isn't like those people.
No,
But
when-
it's exactly the fucking same.
It's-
And you do drugs, and then people give you shit about it, and you're stigmatized, and then you end up doing it by yourself, and then you're by yourself. You're not in your congregation anymore. And that's what you guys were doing. You were hiding out.
Yeah.
Fucking and, a lot. But you were very unhappy.
Crying and yelling and playing video games and
Oh,
doing
video games.
nothing.
There should be a rehab for video games. Because that shit is just ridiculous. So let's, I want to talk about what you guys remember vaguely. Because this was such an important night for you and me and other you. Is when, after the podcast, you told me about latex dress that you kept thinking about that we did in Vegas that you were wearing. And so we went and you got dressed.
That was great. I think I saw a picture of it the other day, but I don't remember which phone it was on.
And you got dressed up. Have you guys talked about that at all?
Not really.
Ooh,
I don't think so.
this is going to be juicy. Because that was fun.
That was fun.
This is how, but you don't remember, do you?
I remember.
You remember.
I remember when we were hanging out by the mirror and I could actually see myself. That was wild. It
Yeah. What'd you think?
was cool.
Yeah.
I felt strange. I mean, I'm kind of prone to like out of body shit already. Man, that was a whole different like level of it. It was neat.
It was neat. Neat's a
Felt
good word.
good. Yeah.
You when you first sat down in front of the mirror, you went, you did.
Yeah.
And
Bizarre.
it was beautiful. And you were hanging out like, with bunny ears, not bunny ears, cat ears. And
bunny ears would have been cool.
no, they got floppy.
Okay. Just trust me, from the inside,
But you felt comfortable right away.
yeah, super comfortable.
And then you got dressed up, fucking tall ass heels.
I guess I like being 6.5 feet tall. That's something I found out about me. I
That's
wouldn't think
so
I'd like
cool.
that, but yeah.
Well, you walked out and your shoulders were back.
It's like,
And you
don't
were
fuck with me.
Yeah, and you'd never seen yourself like that before.
That's what it was so cool to see, because when I first, God, can I talk? Yeah. Okay. When we first met, one
You're
of the
clearly
things that-
excited about remembering
I am,
how she
yeah,
looked.
it's all rushing into my head and I can't get it out fast enough. So when we first met, one of the things that I was so attracted to about you was your posture, because you would walk with your shoulders back real tall, and like.
Yeah, and then I drove 50,000
I know,
miles,
I
and now
know.
my shoulders.
Yeah, you showed up at the house like this.
But
My self-esteem isn't great. That's the issue. But
yeah, it was so cool to see you all fucking tall and I'm fucking here again.
Well, you
I love
haven't
that.
seen the episode because we have a lot of that
Oh, cool.
on film. And when you walk into the room dressed like that, in your latex dress, and just like fucking killer, lady killer. No, it's not lady killer. Amazon. And he was sitting and he stood up and you were taller than him. And he was like, oh, like, just, you couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
And then I said, I'm going to let you two Do your own thing. And then me and Chris were talking. You came out later, and I was like, "What happened?" And I'm just going to tell what happened. If you don't want, we can cut it out always. But it was really interesting. Veronica came out, and your shoulders had come down a little bit. I'm like, "What happened?" And you're like, "Well, I took Jesse's head and I fucking rammed it into my cunt."
And he didn't like that.
And you were like, and he was like, "What's going on?" You weren't into it. Even though you go down on her every day.
It's not that I was.
He's very much a dom, and I'm a sub, and that's it. I mean, we realized that night, kind of. It's not. We're willing to be. It's yeah.
But you told me you do want like her to fuck you with the strap on.
I mean,
is it like?
I really think, and I feel like probably for a lot of men, it's like this. It's that from childhood we're like ingrained to be like. It's ingrained in us to be the dominant one, to be like, the hunter or whatever, some alpha male fucking bullshit.
The dominant.
Yeah.
And in Latino culture, machismo is a real fucking thing.
Oh yeah.
And that's what we talked about later because I talked to both of you, and you were like, "Yeah, it's weird because he couldn't deal with that," and you were like, "I couldn't deal with it. I didn't know what to do."
Yeah.
Because I'm used to being the one who does everything. But when we talk in private, you're like, "I don't want to be that way. I want to do both."
He doesn't do everything. I do stuff. He just has to tell me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's easy to do, what we already know how to do. Obviously, that's redundant. But
giving up control,
that's
trust is hard.
Also, I mean, that speaks to the innermost parts of me because I love to be in control. I mean, not just not of people, but like of situations of my life, just in general. And that stems from like the OCD and stuff. It's all just these rituals I do I do them to have a sense of control. So the loss of control, is jarring to me. But it's also freeing once I can get past that.
You're right. It is freeing to give up control as a ritual. Like my ritual is to get on my knees and, say, "My goddess, how can I please you?" You're kind of in control.
Yeah.
She's not taking your head and doing that because I could see how you both, it was really cool. And then by the end of the night, it was cool again. We did Latex Hot Tub where we all wore latex and got in the hot tub. But it was very interesting.
Yeah. We need to, and I mean,
you need to, talk about it.
Yeah. Open mind, open heart. Again, something that I kind of started to embrace when we're in the rehab because I don't try to be, but just because of the place that I grew up in, and the shit that I'm surrounded by, I am just kind of closed off a little bit naturally. And I don't want to be like that. I don't think, I'm sure some people want to be like that, but I feel like a lot of people don't. And they don't know how to get out of it. And I'm definitely one of those people.
But I'd like to invite you guys to go to the Stockroom, which is a cool latex sex toy store. Because you haven't done that in a long time. And
if y'all edit
your face
this,
just went,
yeah. If y'all edit this,
they're so fun.
We need like a tight zoom on Veronica's face right there. That nod was so.
She's went, big smile. So clearly, you guys had a really cool time, but you just have to learn to navigate it a little better.
Yeah, we were thrown in, and I couldn't fucking concentrate on anything either because my body was dying and my brain was fucking light years away. So.
But I'm not pushing you into this. It's something that you both want to explore.
No, it's you're not pushing at all. You're facilitating, which I appreciate.
Yeah. Well, you told me one night. So, and you told me too.
We love those stores too. We go to the truck stop once sometimes.
Ooh, truck stop sex store.
Yeah, that's always a fun time. The Lion's Den. That's the one on the way to New Orleans.
Flavored condoms, sour cream and onion.
Oh my god, that's
sour cream and onion.
You don't use those.
The
paprika,
strictly barbecue flight.
All right, so I got a ride. Let's go to Stockroom, and I'm buying. You guys are on my label. You're on my label twice, so you get twice as much stuff.
No, he does. Sorry, I was just excited.
We're meeting the crusty punks here.
Ooh, I want to see
They're
these
late,
things.
as crusty punks are. There they are. Are they here? They're here. All right, so
a lot of work,
I'll
right?
show you around.
Here we go.
You
The
need
tour.
address.